So in this video, I want to talk about what you should and shouldn't do or things to be watching out for when it comes to talking to insurance companies, and how you talk to insurance companies may differ a little bit depending on whether it's your insurance company or the other driver's insurance company. One thing to keep in mind, as a policy holder, as someone who is insured under your insurance company's policy, or maybe a loved one, there is most likely in there a duty to cooperate with your insurance company, which means that you may have to provide them with certain information. There may actually be deadlines in the policy itself, making making sure that you notify them of a claim, even if it's not your fault. So be aware of that as it pertains to your insurance company. You may have a duty to let them know sooner rather than later and cooperate with them. But as far as the insurance company for the other driver, there's typically no duty to respond to them, no duty to cooperate, no duty to give a recorded statement, things like that. If your insurance company asks you to give a recorded statement, ask them if it's required under the policy, and then provide a copy of the insurance policy to you. I normally will not let my clients give recorded statements to insurance companies, especially the other insurance company, except under very limited circumstances, because they're looking for information to use against you, either to deny your claim or minimize the amount of the claim and how much they may have to pay you. Um, it is important to let your insurance company know right away that there was a crash, even if it wasn't your fault. You may be entitled to med pay benefits, for example. There may be rental car benefits under your auto policy, um, and you want to make sure that they're aware of it, because it's possible that there may be a claim for uninsured or underinsured motorist benefits down the way, even if it's not your fault. And if it's possible that there is some comparative fault, that or someone will blame you or your loved one for the crash, the insurance company will need to know that, because if a claim is ever brought against you or your loved one, your insurance company, your own insurance policy is required to provide a legal defense, which includes hiring attorneys to defend that case. So, few things to keep in mind. It is important to respond to your insurance company, to provide them with basic information, but you always want to avoid admitting fault or saying it was your fault, or accepting liability. Provide the facts, not a judgment as to whether you did anything wrong or not. Few things to keep in mind when it comes to deadlines. Typically, the deadline to do something is whatever the statute of limitations is on the claim that you have in the state that you're in. Some benefits, such as med pay, can be subject to a shorter time period. I've seen a lot of auto policies where the deadline to pursue med pay benefits is up to a year after the crash, even if you have 2 years or 3 years to actually start a lawsuit. The med pay benefits may end if they're not, if it involves care that doesn't happen within a certain period of time.